Hello and welcome back to another Gemini tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be looking at the type of files and prompts that you can give Gemini so you can get a better tailored response for you. So let's start off with the files. So Gemini can accept up to 10 files if you have the Pro plan. If you have more than 10 files that you want to drop, you can just drop 10 at a time and then tell it to wait for instructions until you are done uploading all the files. And so the type of files that it can accept are PDF files, Word doc files, audio files. It says it accepts video files, but I've tried and it won't give me responses. But it will watch YouTube links. So if you have a video that you wanted to look at, but you can't find the YouTube link, you can download the video and then upload it into YouTube and create an unlisted link. That way, um, you, Gemini can watch the video, but nobody else will be able to watch the video. Um, you can also drop image files, PowerPoints, Excel sheets, and it will give you responses for those documents. So in this example, we're going to be making a play-based math lesson plan. And so I gave it 4 files. So here are the files that I gave it. So it's a blank lesson template, and then the UDL learning guidelines, the standards for K through 5, and you can upload any standards that you wanted to follow. I just use these. And then this is a sample that's filled in. And then the prompt I gave it is use the plan example to fill the blank lesson plan. Create a lesson plan on math for second graders. Make sure to include accommodations for ELLs. Use the UDL approach to make the lesson as well. Only fill parts that are necessary. Do not copy the lesson. Make a completely new lesson plan that is play-based. Do not add my name. I just put that last part so it wouldn't include my full name in the response. And so here is what it generated. So here's a brief summary of the lesson plan. Students will participate in the dramatic play classroom market. They will take on roles as shoppers and shopkeepers using play money to purchase items. This hands-on experience allows students to practice identifying coin values, adding prices to find totals, and subtracting to determine if they have enough money, or making simple change, connecting abstract math concepts to real-world context. So, so this lesson plan is play-based and it focuses on math and dramatic play. And if we scroll down, we can look at the learning goals and standard that it chose for us. Here is the standard, the wording for it, another standard, the ELD standards, and then the objectives, higher order of thinking, technology integration, academic language objectives, some vocabulary, sentence frames that you can use, backwards planning, so forms of knowledge, accommodations, modifications, cultural responsiveness, assessments you can do that are both informal and formal, the curriculum and how to set up the environment, activities, and then it breaks down into engagement, explore, explain, and I like how it gives the time for each part, elaborate, evaluate so you can assess, and then how you can close the activity, and the home to school connection. And if you click here, it'll give you all the sources from where it got it from. And then you can either copy and paste this into your lesson plan based on what you want. What I like about Gemini is if you go to the bottom and you click on these 3 little dots and you click on export to docs, it'll generate the whole response into a Google Doc. That way it's easier to look at and easier to copy and paste and edit if you like. So here it is in a nice organized way for you to look at. And then let's say you want to modify the lesson plan that it gave you. Right here, you can edit. Let's say you don't like the duration, you can tell it to change the duration of the lesson to less than 20 minutes. Or you can go to the top and right here where the prompt is, where it says copy prompt or edit prompt, click on the little pen to edit it. And then you can add that change there. And if you want to kind of separate it with indents or like spaces to make like lines, you can just put shift and enter, and then you can add the next prompt right here, and then shift and enter again, add next, whatever you want to add it, if you don't like how it's just like that. And then you can click on update, and then it will generate a whole new response. Again, because I'm using the pro part, it's going to take a little while for it to generate a new response. And you want to use pro if you're going to make a lesson plan. You can also use thinking, but I like to use pro. If you want it to just give you something fast, you can change it to fast, so it can give you something. And here we're just waiting for it to. And so here it is. It's now 15 to 20 minutes. The overall lesson should be the same. It's just probably gonna be a little bit shorter. And so this is how you use Gemini to make a math lesson plan. So always make sure you are very specific when you are given the prompts, because if you are not, it's going to give you something that you're not looking for. So let's say I change it and I just say use the plan example to fill the blank lesson plan to create a lesson plan on math for second graders. Let's say I just add that part. It's going to give me an entirely different lesson that I might not want. So here's the lesson plan. Now I just changed the math lesson to incorporate theme. So the lesson is about students will explore the concept of measurement by first using non-standard units, hand speed to discover the need for standard units. They will then learn to use rulers, measuring tapes to measure objects to the nearest whole unit, culminating in a STEAM challenge to measure and create a bridge of a specific length. So it's a whole different lesson. It's not play-based. The objectives are different. Now there's a technology use incorporated. Sentence frames are still there. There's different accommodations. The sequencing is a little bit shorter. Exploring is shorter. Everything just seems a little bit more shorter. So again, always make sure you are very specific. That way you can get a nice and juicy response that you can use. You know, you need to add the grade level, the subject you wanted to focus on, the approach you wanted to use, the type of children that you wanted to address or include in your lesson. Just always add information that can help it tailor a response to you. And that's all for today. So if you found it helpful, please like the video and comment if you have questions, and I will make more tutorials. Thank you.